My dear Seamus, we are finally back home. It's been centuries after the Grand Cataclysm. As everything had been destroyed and no one survived, neo-humans forgot almost everything about Earth. But now, the time has come for us to revive our past. Woohoo! We are to explore and find some vestiges for the Interstellar Museum. It is the best way to honor our beloved Elon. Our savior. Awesome! Hey everybody, I'm Ivonix, and this is Archeos, or perhaps Archeos. This is another game that was done for Adventure Jam 2017, and as is probably obvious now, we are taking on the role of two archaeologists who have made their way back to a ruined planet Earth, apparently to find some artifacts. So let's see. Seamus, that's this guy, and then we've got the professor. I'm bored, Professor. When will we go home? My dear Seamus, this is our home. Oh. Humor aside, we shall leave once we find a decent amount of artifacts for the museum. Of course, as we just discovered. So let's look at... Oh, okay, that's when we click the spaceship. Click the professor. Oh, Okay, alright, we are currently controlling the professor. I see. Don't know if we can click between them. Okay, go left. Go right. Let's go right to begin with. Still, Professor Pangloss, I wonder, how did our beloved Elon succeed to send the elected humans to Neo-Earth before the global annihilation? Oh gosh, global annihilation. Weren't humans supposed to have been primitive and underdeveloped? Well, Seamus, some say it was a divine inspiration. Unfortunately, though, some things we cannot find an explanation for. Aww. But our journey has merely begun, and we may find these explanations as we explore the planet. Alright, let's get going then. Okay. What is this? Statue. Professor Pangloss, there's a gray person staring at us. It's called a statue. No, Seamus, no, that is a stone statue. Oh. There are some letters on it. RONAL. The rest has been scratched off. Ronald McDonald. I'm not familiar with this. Give me a moment, Seamus. I will do a quick scan with my remote computer device. It's been longer than a moment. Yeah. 2 moments now. Get together, Professor. 3. Patience, Seamus, please. According to the global scanner, there are a lot of these statues around the world. Oh yeah, there's the frickin' arches up there at the top. Plus, according to my sources, it is very likely that this man here was a very important person. Whoa. Ronald, my dear Seamus, was a president. A president? But not just any president, this one. He was the first president of a global political organization called McDonald's. Actually, he may have been just an important president of this organization. So we don't know for sure? Unfortunately so. Historians like to argue without having any actual evidence. However, we do know that he was indeed a president. He looks kinda scary, honestly, with that ball on his nose, striped shirt, and huge hair. Please, Seamus, history and archaeology are branches of science. You have to be serious and objective when you approach these issues. If I'm not wrong, Ronald used his peculiar appearance to scare his enemies. It was a powerful military and propaganda tactic. Wowee! Also, his head would serve a nice bust on my desk in the museum. Oh, okay, can we grab his head? Ah, no. Do I right-click on his head? No? Okay, maybe we just keep moving then. Alright, go right. A shopping cart! Let's look at the debris. Nothing important here. Alright. What is that metal thing, Professor? It is debris. Useless to us. But look, there's an archaic coin in there. Keen eyes, Seamus, keen eyes. It seems to be stuck, however. If you could break the container, we could get our hands on the coin. Be careful, though. Try not to crush the coin. I need it for my collection. The museum, I mean. So he's trying to... He's just trying to get shit to decorate his office with. That's the idea. Okay, if we keep going. Google? That sign there says Google. According to some sources, the real name of the planet was Google Earth, but they shortened it for convenience. Hence, that building is pivotal to our records of the history of the planet. Hence, it would be a nice addition to the museum. Yes and no, it is too big. Aww. Maybe next time if we come with a bigger ship. Oh, that door has a skull on it. That doesn't look good. Fascinating. I don't like the look of this. No need to be scared, Seamus. The skull symbol conveys the meaning of death and tells us that we're going to die? It tells us that we have found a mausoleum. Whoa. We have to force the door, however, otherwise we will not get our hands on the artifacts inside. Isn't that bad, though? No. Wouldn't that be a desecration? No, we are not Tomb Raiders. We are not looking for money. Instead, we are scientists. We are looking for historical evidence. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I guess I never went left at the spaceship, so... I'll try going back that way. Oh, what's this? Question marks. What an odd-looking box, Professor. Could it be a machine? Is it a vending machine? Yes, indeed, Seamus. It is a machine, but at the same time, a religious monolith! Whoa. Okay. Guess that's all they had to say about that. Go left some more. What is this box? Wreck? Large wreck? Oh, it's a bus. Ooh, Professor, look, it's an ancient vehicle. Sorry to disappoint, Seamus, but that is not a vehicle. Oh? Instead, I am utmost positive it is a type of what they used to call contemporary art. Contemporary art? Yes, according to my sources, that is how they used to call their decaying art. Oh. Now it's labeled as contemporary art. Alright, let's see. Wreck. Ha! Would you look at this, Professor? Fascinating. This, Seamus, is a car engine. A car engine? This big? Yes. So, is it that much more powerful than the one we have? No, actually, it is that much less powerful. Weird, then why is it so impractical? Unfortunately, Seamus, some things we cannot find an explanation for. And what's this? A backup engine? No, it seems like something else. I shall take it for further examination. Oh, now actually, this is the first thing I've actually managed to pick up. Oh, it's a key. That's cool. It's probably the car key. On further inspection, I conclude that this ancient miniature artifact is in fact a jewel! A jewel? Although it is oxidized, it still looks as precious and gorgeous as if it had just been made. Certainly something rare and reserved to a select few of a high rank. Oh, that's funny. I've noticed it's got a funny-looking mouse symbol attached. What's that for? Indeed, Seamus. It is a mouse symbol, and not just any mouse. Give me a moment, and I shall do a quick scan with my remote computer device. I knew it. Knew what? I have suspected its purpose. What is it? It is a type of religious jewel, an ornament. See, the global scanner found more than 100 occurrences of the mouse symbol. Wowee! Furthermore, there are quite a few sanctuaries scattered around the whole planet. It is so that the believers can go on a pilgrimage and visit these places. You should have also noticed those big ears. Such exaggeration of an attribute is typical in a case of deification. But I guess you are not familiar with the symbolistic fertility Venus figurines. Seamus! Oh crap, sorry Professor, I didn't mean to... It's okay, Seamus. Let us continue our pilgrimage to find the long-lost Earth artifacts for our museum. Yay! Oh, okay. It's obviously supposed to be like a Mickey Mouse charm. Okay, so what's the box, then? We have a jewel, and this before us is a chest. This means only one thing, Seamus. Oh, I gotta open up the trunk of the car or something. What's this? It means that we are, no doubt, near a grave or a tomb. A grave? How come? Well, humans used to bury their dead. With the dead, they stored their valuables, hence we may be onto something. Whoa. Okay, so... We have no reason to do that yet. What? Why? Aw. Okay, gotta look at other stuff first, I guess. Professor, this looks like a company logo. Could you please describe it to me, Seamus? It has 4 colorless squares. Oh, wowee, there's some etched-in text right under. Could you please read it for me? It says M-I-C-R-O... no, wait, it says Microsoft. Ah, yes, the classic micro car. But why is it so big if it's micro? To tell you the truth, Seamus, I do not know. Since some things we just cannot find an explanation for, once again. What a bummer. That's funny. Well, we can apparently go even further left. So let's head that way. Oh, this is supposed to be like an old sports stadium. It looks like a public place. Indeed, Seamus, it's a forum, an agora more precisely, a place of power and politics. As a lot of primitive people, humans had a kind of pseudo-democratic government. As always with democracy, it ends up in war and violence. Yeah, I'm glad we have a prosperous technocracy, all thanks to our beloved Elon. This is the supreme step of evolution indeed. Now it's labeled as agora. That's funny too. Ooh, metal container. Seamus! What? Stay right there, Seamus. Do not move a muscle. Okay. Fascinating. Seamus, what part of do not move a muscle do you not understand? Sorry, Professor Pangloss. I've had to stretch my legs a bit. This right here looks like a treasure chest, just like that, out in the open. Whoa. It is suspicious, Seamus. At first, I could not think of a reason as to why anyone would do this. Do what? Leave the chest outside like this. Oh, maybe they'd planned to dig a hole for it, but didn't have enough time. Unlikely. Maybe they were too primitive to have had digging tools? Yes, they indeed were primitive, but not that primitive. Instead, Seamus, I believe this is a trap. A trap? According to my sources, they used to use mines during the times of war, hence I believe this could be dangerous. However, I could be wrong, and there is only one way to find out. Finding the truth is why we are here. We are scientists. But, Professor, you could... It is our lucky day, Seamus. We didn't blow up. Phew. Unfortunately, this chest may have already been robbed in the past, as the only thing left in here is what looks like a primitive weapon. Aw. No, wait, there's something else in here, too. A coin! It looks rather ancient. Wowee. The robber must have left it by accident. There must have been 100 more. Imagine that. We are so fortunate to have acquired it. So fortunate. Alright, so we got the baseball bat, because obviously ruins of a baseball stadium, and an ancient coin. How fascinating. Okay, I don't think there's anything else on this screen, so... Presumably we need to, we're gonna have to use the key on the box or trunk or whatever it is at some point, but yeah. Not yet, clearly. And this side didn't have anything else to do with this. Yeah, machine, or just monolith. Oh, it's a picture of the coin, the one we've got. Yeah, okay. So I was right after all. It is a religious shrine with a hidden mechanism. All we have to do is insert the coin in order to please their gods, and we might get some treasure back. Awesome. Alright, let's use the coin. Now to conduct a scientific experiment on whether the mechanism is still functional. Attempt number 1. Inserts the coin. Woo, it works! No, Seamus, it did not work, unfortunately. Oh. We can try one more time if we find another coin. Okay, so I have to get the other coin from the, yeah, that was, like, in the shopping cart. No, let's just beat up with a baseball bat. Alright. Let's go back to where that shopping cart was. And we can beat the statue. I feel really bad. Should I really do this, Professor? Yes, Seamus, do it for science in our museum. Oh, well, here we go. Hits the head of the statue. Sorry, Mr. President. Nicely done, Seamus. Off to a great start in your career as a scientist. Alright, so now we take Ronald's head. President Ronald, not Ronald, Ronald. Yay, now we have the head of a statue. Okay, so I gotta get the coin out of the shopping cart. Oh, hit the debris as hard as possible with some hard object, just be careful not to crush the coin. Okay. So when I use the baseball bat again? But Professor, maybe this debris can still have some value. It is centuries old. Listen, Seamus, if we were looking for debris, our inventory would have been filled up a long time ago. Alright then. Crushes the metal container. Oops. Nicely done, Seamus. Nicely done. Alright, now I got the coin. Okay, so back to the monolith. Alright. Attempt number 2. Attempt number 2. Insert the coin. Did it work this time? No, Seamus, it did not work again. Oh. However, if we apply the ancient leg maneuver called the kick... Aw, Professor, is that really necessary? Kicks the monolith. Whoa, what was that? Meh, a boring can of coca. A what? According to my sources, Seamus, coca covered 3/4 of the planet. It is like our synthetic H2O, but with more acids. It could be one of the reasons humans on Earth struggled with preserving the environment. So that's how the Grand Cataclysm happened. It is one of the theories, yes. Oh yes, too much soda. Too much soda. Alright, now the last thing we still haven't gone through is this door over here, so... Now do I have to go open up the box? Maybe? No reason to do that yet. Use since it's oxidized, so I use it with the can of coca? No. Does not work. Oh, okay. Ah, the jewel is no longer oxidized. Looks like it new. Okay, so pouring the coca onto the key. Cleaned it up. Now, can we open it? We have opened the chest. Meh, it's just a boring iron bar. Crowbar? Hey, we could still use it for something. Take it then, but just for a while. For while we are here, it does not belong in the museum. Ah, bummer. Yes, we've got a crowbar. Now we can go open that door, I bet. Okay, moment of truth. Iron bar on the door. Alright, time to get some artifacts. I gotta cook a whole bunch. Pry it open. Oh. Didn't see what he said. Probably like, there we go, or something. Rubble. So, where are these artifacts you were expecting? It is a mausoleum. There ought to be at least one artifact according to my calculations. There are some bones amongst the rubble, one of which is a hand holding something. It's holding a device of sorts. Ah, very good. If he was buried with it, it must be important. I shall scan it. Move aside. The global scan has returned many results. These devices are known for having a symbol of an apple etched on each of their back surfaces. Oh no. Why apple? It is believed that the apple fruit was an important symbol of a widespread cult. Oh. Humans were quite primitive, so it would not be surprising to hear that they worshipped an apple, or say a little blue bird, for example. They worshipped thunder, they worshipped rain, and so on. Why is the apple bitten, though? Huh? It's bitten! That is rather good observation, Seamus, but I must say it is indeed a symbol of a bitten apple. Yeah, but why is it bitten? You see, I've read plenty of books about our ancestors, and a thing I have learned is that they were viviparous. Viva what? To be brief, I am positive that the symbol has a sexual connotation. How scandalous. Yes, I know it is rather disgusting, but as I said, they were quite primitive. What will we tell the visitors to the museum, though? They won't like our ancestors, Professor. The truth. That is what we will tell them. That is what they deserve to know. I see. They ought to know that their ancestors were disgusting. Damn it, Seamus. It seems we have to pack ourselves and go. A sandstorm is coming. Off to the ship we go. Aw, and I was just starting to like this planet. You call this archaeology? Henry Jones. That's funny. Congrats, you have collected all the artifacts for the museum. Made for Adventure Jam 2017. Thanks for playing. Well, hey, that was definitely a very fun concept, and it was honestly a bit more lighthearted than I was expecting, given the subject and all that. But it is pretty funny that, you know, the whole like assumption that everything is ritualistic or religious in nature. That actually is something that does happen sometimes in archaeology. It's like, I've heard so many occasions of, you know, ruins or something being found where it's like assumed that it has some sort of cultural or religious significance, and then they just find out that it's the basically the ancient equivalent of "I was here" graffiti or something like that. But anyway, so yeah, that was Archeos, Made for Adventure Jam 2017. Thanks for watching, and until next time, rock on.